on that champion, as we have seen so far in the group stage, sticking to their strategy.
Yeah, I mean, he did very good on that when he was on it. Otherwise, Ban's pretty normal. Samir taking off that champion is very strong if she can get ahead. Pantheon and Lucian, both extremely strong champions in the meta right now. Pantheon support, always a menace, and Lucian basically always fun to deal with.
Yeah, we had a destructive performance on Lucian yesterday, 13-1. Not trying to see too much more Lucian ever since that happened, so Lucian getting taken off the table here once again. Shen also being removed from the match as Ashe is locked in.
Yeah, I mean, this Ashe first pick, I think we've seen it a bit. It's a very good blind pick, I feel, because, you've got very decent matchups into most of the other meta bot laners, like Jhin, Senna, Jhin not really, and Caitlyn. You can match them in the poke, so you bring so much more utility, even though you do end up lacking in some damage.
Yeah, Lulu also being locked in for Monki Flip, and interesting first two picks here because Ashe has been a Monkey Diff, the AD carry, not to get confused with the team Monki Flip. The AD carry for 200 years has been playing Ashe a lot in this group stage and has been an absolute monster on it. So once again, able to lock that in. Not a good sign. First off, just starting here the draft, in my opinion, for Monki Flip here to let him have that get through. But also, they will be picking up the Lulu, and we saw Zerth play Lulu top in their last game just about an hour ago.
Yeah,
and was pretty effective on that. So they're going to take it away from him here.
I mean, Ashe is always such a strong champion, and we've seen Monkey Diff doing so well on it in those games that he has played on it. So it's interesting to see if he'll be able to pop off as well as he has been.
Something we haven't really seen too much of yet is the jungle. We see Hecarim obviously was taken off the table. We touched on that for a second. But what is Starflash going to be playing here in the jungle? We saw him play Graves in, I believe it was the first game of groups versus 200 Years, and there was a little bit of shenanigans in the early game, but that didn't end up going well for them. So I'm interested to see if he's going to pick Graves for the jungler here for Monki Flip, or if they're going to come up with something else.
I think I'd really like to see him being put on something like a tank jungler with CC that doesn't need to get very far ahead. Someone like a Jarvan or something along that would be very good, because we've been seeing Gen Sniper. This isn't like an insult onto Starflash, but Gen Sniper has very much been outperforming him in the 1v1s and in the jungle. So something that doesn't need to be ahead to still perform in the team fights would be very nice here for Starflash to pick up.
You see Monki Flip here locking in Aphelios. We have not seen much Aphelios recently. Kind of nerfed into the ground pretty effectively by Riot over several weeks. But yeah, he picked up here for 67 Bloom.
He did recently get some buffs to the ultimate, so we'll have to see if those Moonlight Visuals are going to be as strong as they were before.
Absolutely. Another interesting thing to note is this draft actually for 200 Years is identical to their comp they played against Monki Flip. To this point, they played Ashe set bot lane with the Yasuo in the mid. So it's interesting to see if it will be switched up at all here with the last two picks, or if they're just kind of going for a run back saying, hey, we won this game. We're not looking to switch anything up here. We're just going to go for the similar style team comp.
Definitely, that would be the power move. Alright, we won't be seeing it as Echo is banned away. Lulu, of course, was picked up by Monki Flip. It does have the power of being flexed into top, mid, and support. We won't be seeing it in mid as the Womp was picked up with Flame Jab. But otherwise, a very similar draft from Team 200 Years, so a bit of a confidence move there, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're 200 Years, there's no reason why you shouldn't be feeling confident. All of your games have been pretty commanding, with the ones versus Monki Flip being slightly more competitive, except for the second half of those games have been opened up a little bit. But 200 Years, as you're saying, been playing very strong so far through this group stage, and they're just looking for the run back here with their comp. As you said, the Echo is now taken off the board for Gen Sniper GF. So we're gonna have to see what he goes with. Looks like Starflash going to be going with the J4 here. Not trying to lock in. Oh, I'm sorry. Gray's taken off the table here for the last ban as well. So going to be the J4 for Bloom. But interested to see what Gen Sniper GF is going to be playing in the jungle here.
And yeah, that's like what I said. You want Starflash on something very safe. This Cataclysm can be so strong in these team fights. So not trying to get something that needs to be super far ahead or to fight, and as we say that, the Evelyn's locked in, so a very big difference in what these junglers are going to be picking.
At least top lane. So the Lulu's off the table, or the Echo is off the table, so they're going with Evelyn. Now we got the Lulu was first picked by Monki Flip. Who is the top laner going to be for this comp? We got the a different jungler, a different top laner here with this run back. So who is going to be their top laner? Survey says
Kennen. Here I'd like to see some. This is definitely a pretty strong draft coming up in Team 200 Years. We'll have to see how Monki Flip does round out this draft. It may be the top lane pick. It may be the support pick.
So we do see, looks like Monki Flip wants to run it back with the Lulu top lane.
Ooh, they're going to be showing off that they can do it too.
That is definitely... I am definitely excited to see this. Xerath whipped out the Lulu top lane in their previous matchup. They're saying, hey, that was super annoying, man. We're going to make you deal with it this time.
Well, and he does have somebody who's more suited for dealing with these ranged top lanes. You know, this Kennen is ranged himself, so he won't be struggling. He won't be getting poked out as hard as MZ Shady was when he was into this little comp. And otherwise, this draft, you know, it was definitely looking like an Evelyn draft from just the first 3 picks. You know, very physical damage heavy, which is something that you want on these AP junglers. You know, on the Karthus, the Evelyn, those guys, you want as much physical damage on your team so you can just blow everybody up when you do get to, when you are able to get to them. You know, Evelyn is probably going to be destroying a lot of these very squishy champions on the side of Monki Flip. So it's interesting to see how Gen Sniper is going to be able to command this Evelyn, and if they'll be able to pop off as hard as they did last time these two teams faced.
Yeah, and just touching a little bit more on that Evelyn pick, we've seen, like, I feel like the story of this group has kind of revolved around a little bit of just the junglers. We've seen Starflash have some absolutely destructive performances, especially on Hecarim versus Ionia, the other team in their group. But when it comes time to play 200 Years, Gen Sniper has definitely gotten the edge in these games versus Starflash. Kind of just, especially in that last game, we saw him on Echo just absolutely all over the place, a menace. So I'm really interested to see how he performs on this Evelyn. Is he going to just pop off once again and just have another destructive performance? Because if so, it's going to be quite difficult to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these champions are going to struggle to itemize against this Evelyn. You know, there is the possibility of a Maul Memorius or Hexter Gronophilus, but apart from that, he has very little chance to pick up this magic resist. Like, there's no, like, it's just going to be interesting to see if this Evelyn is going to be able to destroy these squishy champions who aren't able to pick up much magic resist as hard as she likely will be.
And you do have the Lulu ultimate to try to maybe get yourself out of some of those sticky situations if there's an Evelyn sneaking up on your team, but it's not even just that, because we do also have Monkey Diff, again, not to be confused with Monki Flip the team, Monkey Diff, the AD carry, on Ashe once again. And I'm saying, I've been watching these games, and he has just been an absolute menace with the DPS on this champion. Just putting those slows with the auto attacks, hitting those volleys, more slows, and just putting out so much damage. Yeah, I mean, just saying, the team comp looks really strong here from 200 Years.
Yeah, he was definitely tearing up those last games, and especially, and he was definitely, he was like tearing up those last games. You know, those arrows were finding marks, and even though he did end up with a, you know, Gen Sniper did pop off a bit harder. It's very, I think we still need to keep our eyes on the bot lane to see how 67 Bloom and Hook resets will face off against Monkey Diff and Denji.
Absolutely, and Jakuno, this is actually the first time I ever cast with you, so it is now time. I'm going to call on for predictions, though. Who do you see taking down this game? 200 Years has been super strong, undefeated 4-0, but Monkey Flip is definitely a team it's trying to make a statement in this tournament, trying to take it down. So, who do you got taking down this game?
I mean, just from the drafts, I would give the edge over 200 Years. You know, it seems like a much strong. It just looks like a much stronger comp. You know, the Slicing Maelstrom. They have so much CC here. And just from looking at the performances, I'm just going to have to give the edge over 200 Years. You know, they've looked so dominant in these games that they've played, and even though Monki Flip was sort of keeping it close those last games. They did end up losing them in a commanding way after the halfway point. So we'll just have to see how it ends up going.
I'm going to have to agree with you for sure. Monki Flip has looked like a very strong team in this tournament, but they're playing against 200 Years, who has just, in my personal opinion, they're the team to beat right now. Iceborne Winners Queue in Group 1 is also looking very strong. But 200 Years, I feel like right now, is definitely the team to beat in my eyes. But with that said, I think Monki Flip definitely is able to do so. But I'm also going to have to go with the 200 Years victory here prediction for this game. But we will have to see what happens now as we are loading into the Rift.
Definitely. I mean, even though Monki Flip does have some 200 Years on their side with the Felios, we'll have to see if they're able to, if 67 Bloom can pull off some, show us how strong Aphelios is, even though he has been nerfed into the ground, essentially.
I haven't seen Aphelios in so long. Real quick, though, actually, we're just getting right into the rollouts here, so we'll put a pin on that for now. See teams, it's a nice 5-point start coming in here for Monki Flip.
Definitely. We see Starflash heading over, watching for any invades or any shenanigans, just making sure that we'll just be seeing normal early game. We did see Zerth pop bot side. Maybe Team 200 Years are trying to set up for some invade, but we'll see him walking back top side.
I'm also a little surprised the nonchalant rollout here from 200 Years, because Monki Flips has pulled off a couple invades so far, as well as 200 Years pull off a couple invades. So a little interesting to see, A, the passive rollouts on both sides, but B, the pretty non-secure rollout from 200 Years. Doesn't look like it's going to end up doing anything negative for him, but...
Definitely, and we're looking at the rune choices, nothing super odd. We're seeing the Unsealed Spellbook on the cannon, something that a lot of people have been opting into. It gives you so much power in these trades if you are able to grab something like the Exhaust, the Ignite, to take advantage of your laner who hasn't taken a combat summoner. We are seeing the Electrocute on both the Lulu and the Jarvan. So, we usually do see Lulu going for something like an area or more common, or more like a supportive rune choice, but MC Shady is definitely trying to win this lane with that Electrocute.
Yeah, we see Starflash, she's gone buff here. Probably gonna hit up this grab level 3. Bot lane for 200 Years pushed up a little bit here. Could look for potential level 3 gank on this bot side. Gen Sniper's a little low.
He is bot side, but he has picked up that red buff, so he will regenerate a bit. But if we do end up seeing some fighting, which I think we might, I would give the edge over to Monki Flip, and we are going to be seeing some.
Denji walking down the river here, probably going to have walking away, but Monkey Div actually is going to get hooked by hook resets. Ignite is down, and that is going to be first blood over to Monki Flip. Starflash probably going to walk right out. Yeah, DOT not going to be enough damage, and that's going to be first blood for Monki Flip.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good play from Monki Flip. A bit of a mistake from Monkey Diff. That is a very confusing thing, man. From Monkey Diff.
Absolutely. Monkey Diff, Monkey Flip.
Yeah.
We'll try to keep it separate for you guys.
Exactly, yeah. Well, we see Denji does step up into this river, and Monkey Diff doesn't acknowledge it, still plays as though their support is right behind him, and does end up getting caught out. So, very proactive plays here from the bot lane of Monkey Flip.
No flash is burned on that play either. Actually, I take that back. Denji did flash, but Monkey Diff going down did save his flash. Flash also still on both bot laners for Monkey Diff. Taking a look at top lane, actually looks like there's not going to be a gank. Gen Sniper's just going to walk away, but Flash is still up on the bot lane, so Monkey Diff not quite too vulnerable back down there for the regank. Good job to hold that.
Oh. Alright, yeah, we see Denji just shows up. He just shows up here in the mid lane, channels the Hex Flash, and just makes his presence known. Otherwise, we're seeing some pretty even CS things all around. Team 200 Years does have a bit of a gold, a bit of a, is it a bit of a gold discrepancy?
You see today getting taken down. Lots of members mid lane, actually. There'll be 3 members mid for Monkey Diff, but the fight is not over. Charm is on to Flame Dav. Gonna time out. He's gonna block out of this one, but the re-engage coming from Starflash. Then G is gonna get rooted. Brought very low. Kill is gonna be brought down. Gen Sniper now on the run. Hook is gonna land. That probably will mean his life. Does actually flash the wall, but Starflash says, I can come over too. And that's another kill for Monkey Diff.
I mean, wow. That's quite different from what we were seeing last time, you know. Already there's a pretty huge gold lead here. Almost 2K at 5 minutes. So, very good plays from Monki Flip, showing that, you know what, last game, didn't happen. You know, we have these last games, we're making sure that you guys forget about them. And I think that one of the things to call out is that Hook Resets right now has 100% kill participation, and that's because he's been roaming so efficiently, right? He shows up to all these fights, he lands that hook for first blood, shows up to that mid lane fight, and sets up those other kills. So, great plays from him.
Hook resets, rather, definitely making the difference so far after 5 minutes of this game. Puts his team up 4-0, sizable gold advantage against one of the tournament favorites, I'd say.
Definitely.
So if you're Monkey Flip, how you're obviously feeling pretty good about this start, but how do you keep playing this game to maintain this lead, you think?
Well, I think that right now we're seeing the Cloud Drake is up right now, and we are seeing a Starflash path through that. So that's definitely one of the things you want to do. You want to take advantage of this very early gold advantage you've got to just start stacking these dragons to make sure that you can force a solo condition. Because even though you are ahead right now, you don't have as much of a great teamfight comp as we see from the side of 200 Years.
A little bit of an in-fade, an absolute massive amount of damage coming out of Starflash to take down Gen Sniper. Wow. I was just about to comment on the fact that Gen Sniper was up on CS, but it doesn't seem to matter.
I mean, yeah, I think Starflash heard me, and he's making this electrocute Jarvan work, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that was an absolute massive amount of damage to come out, for sure. That's definitely great.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying, put him on something that doesn't need to fight as much. He is on the Jarvan, but he's definitely fighting like he was on something like a Graves or something. But yeah, I mean, already a pretty sizable gold lead on the side of Team Monkey Flip. They're up around 2K.
And you were saying how giving a lot of credit to Hook Resets as he's been roaming mid. Had that good roam mid, good hooks landed in the bot lane as well. But also Starflash being very, very proactive around the map, getting that good early gank off bot, getting that aggressive invade to keep Gen Sniper on his feet. So really good job all around here for Monkey Flip to start this game off.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, we at the start we sort of saw Starflash and Hook Reset sort of roaming to mid lane together to set up that play. So we're seeing some pretty good synergy from them.
Shady pushing in top lane here into Xerath, trying to use that Lulu against him from the last game.
Level 6 is available on Gen Sniper.
You have Gen Sniper coming in the backside here. The stun is going to land. Not going to hit the charm, but it probably is not going to matter. It's just a matter of time before Xerath's going to pick up that kill.
Yeah, the Xerath flashes forward, gets a slicing maelstrom, gets that stun, and even though the ultimate is used on MZ Shady, it doesn't matter.
So blood has been drawn now for 200 years. You see maybe another kill actually being picked up in the mid lane. Flame Dev going under the turret to pick up that kill with the distortion, adding on to this gold advantage now in the mid lane too.
And a clean solo kill for Flame Dev. In bot lane, we didn't see a kill, unfortunately from Monkey Flip. They weren't able to pick up the kill, but they do force the flash and the arrow out of Monkey Diff, so that will remove some of the power that this lane has.
It definitely feels like Monkey Flip does have the advantage on the bot side of the map for sure. You see the CS, a little bit of a CS advantage in the top lane. It's been evened up, but feels like more of what their advantage is on the bottom side of the map. See a little bit of skirmish going on now as just as I said, the bot lane for Monkey Diff trying to get out of here. Monkey Flip, rather. That's going to be a kill. Coming back, trying to even out this game a little bit. Ultimate coming out from Bloom, but it's not going to be enough. However, Starflash coming in with the return kill, trying to make it 2 as Monkey Dip is bleeding from that DOT. Now Gen Sniper lurking in the area. Not much I think he's going to be able to do here. Does have his mid laner roaming down, but Starflash going to slide right on out.
This electrocute Jarvan tech, man, I thought it was a mistake, but I think Starflash has definitely proven me wrong. He's definitely making it work. Already standing at 4-0-2 with that 400 gold bounty, so it'll be it'll be very key to watch if anyone's going to be able to pick up that shutdown, because that'll definitely be a huge swing in gold.
He's doing a good job here of getting this wave, saving this wave 6-7 Bloom, helping out his bot laner. But just once again, as we were saying, Starflash in the right place at the right time. It looked like maybe 200 Years was going to be able to make a play down and get back in this game a little bit in the bot lane, but Starflash going to come in for that counter gank and even that out.
And we also saw Flame Dab there. Just he does see Gen Sniper on the Raptors and just gets in there and forces up the flash. Anyway, yeah, hook resets will pull away. Flame Dab with the lantern, and then Flame Dab did manage to get onto Gen Sniper and manage to make him burn that flash, so just proactive play from him. Oh yeah, I mean already this game's kind of we're seeing a bit of a various
flash hook in the bot lane from hook resets, actually gonna pick up that kill. So much damage coming out from 6-7 Bloom on this Felios. I thought that may have been a little aggressive, but they knew they had the damage to make it happen, so that's gonna be another kill.
Yeah, I mean, we see that right after 6-7 Bloom is able to grab that Gravitum and follow up on that CC with point and click root that gun does offer. So, I mean, yeah, great communication from 6-7 Bloom to let him know that he's able to follow up on that CC.
And look at Starflash. Look at him. He's sitting right here. He's gonna get spotted out by Monkey Dip with the W. But I thought he was about to walk right into another one, honestly.
Yeah, the Hawkshot will manage to keep Monkey Dip just safe, and solo kill in the mid lane from Flame Dab, and already this is just such a dominant game from the side of Monkey Flip.
Support was there for sure. That's this is definitely not what we were seeing exactly from the first 2 games these teams have met, and we both had predicted for 200 Years, but again, we had to give the respect to Monkey Dip. They've looked so strong as well, and they're proving it here that they have what it takes to take down 200. They just got to keep it up.
They're definitely showing us that this group is a lot closer than we thought before. So already this tower is going to be getting very low. That's already all plates. Oh.
Yeah, that's a lot of extra gold in the pockets for this bot lane as well. We saw the damage coming through. He's been sitting on a BF sword and a pickaxe. He's got more gold in his pocket too. You go back and send that after this dragon. 6-7 Bloom is going to be hurting on this Felios.
Otherwise, Xerath will be pushing this top lane, get a few plates along with cashing in that cull that he picked up at the start of the game. Since Gen Sniper is just zoning off MZ Shady here. But even though we are seeing 200 Years playing towards topside, seeing the Starflash is basically just, I know camping makes it sound like negative, but he has been basically setting up shop bot lane, making sure that Monkey Dip does not have a fun time.
Which is a smart plan, honestly. We've seen Monkey Dip just absolutely destroy with the DPS on this Ashe in the games that he gets ahead on, so definitely a smart play by them. Actually, we do see mid lane, another roam from Hook and Starflash, trying to make something happen. Denji realizes he's in a bad spot, tries to use his ultimate to get out of that, trying to use the shield. Good to actually take down Starflash for his efforts, but that's going to end up being a 2-for-1. I feel Kusuno Zerg now coming in from the top lane, going to try to clean up Flame Dev, try and even this out as a 2-for-2, going to make it happen. Big shutdown, 700 gold in the pockets of Zereth, as he's probably going to be able to walk out of this one. Gonna be close. Flash is the hook, and that's going to be a 2-for-2 with a big shutdown. Oh, 3-for-2. Zereth putting in the work here on the cannon, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely, I mean, we're already seeing even more fighting.
What an absolute turnaround from that initial play. We saw Hook resets and Starflash come up, make that play, but Zereth coming down, making the clutch play.
Definitely.
Making the clutch play, sticking his team's game.
I mean, 2 huge shutdowns picked up by Xerath and Tuesday. 700 gold in this Kenneth's pocket, and I believe 700 gold in the pockets of this Yasuo. So even though Tuesday is pretty far behind, he will be able to pick himself some nice stuff with that extra gold that he does manage to pick up. And I mean, look at the gold difference, right? Yes, we are still seeing Monki Flip with a pretty sizable advantage. But it's definitely a lot smaller than it was before, right? Before it was...
Oh, top lane, yeah, could be another kill, and this is what we're talking about, the strength of Team 200 Years. We were saying Monkey Diff, they had about a 2,500 gold lead a few minutes ago, but that's not that big against a team like 200 Years, who's obviously very capable of coming out of the game. Just down about 1,000 gold despite losing first turret bot.
And especially... Oh. Alright, we see some fighting in the middle, but especially these gold leads are going to become less and less, this like gold lead, right? It's barely 300
Oh,
now.
Star Flash, getting the knock-up on the dead G, trying to use his ult to get out once again, not going to be successful, but there's also going to be that return kill in the mid lane, so 200 Years doing a great job of now kind of making these trades around the map to try to even out some of these kills that are going down.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing Gen Sniper definitely using this Evelyn very well, roaming around using that stealth from the passive to just get around here, pick up these kills, pick up these quick kills when he sees Star Flash and the rest of the team committing.
M's Shady walking into the wrong place on Summoner's Rift as there is an Evelyn right there in his jungle. Will be taken down.
I mean, ooh.
Yeah, more chasing. 67 Bloom being chased out of his own jungle once again. And this is kind of, we're talking about Jennifer kind of popping off. We do see, once again, Starflash trying to put the world on his shoulders there for a return kill, but will not be able to pick it up, and he will go to his death.
I mean, this game is already looking very crazy. It looked doomed at the start. It was almost 10-3, but now we've seen Team 200 Years pick up a grand total of 9 kills, while Monki Flip has only been able to pick up 3 in these last few minutes.
Yeah, and they have the gold lead. You say, alright, Monki Flip's got 2 dragons, I got the first turret, but they now are at a gold deficit. Not too much, but that's not where you want to be against this 200 Years team when you had a 2,500 gold lead a few minutes ago.
Exactly, and while we are seeing that this Mountain Drake is going to be coming up, I mean, Team 200 Years is definitely in a position to fight this, right? We're seeing some pretty key item breakpoints come through. The Phantom Dancer. Ooh. Flame Dev showing us why AD carry in Season 10 is not fun.
Yeah, this Dragon's coming up here 10 seconds. Despite kind of throwing his leads, we do see a little bit of a turn dive mid. 67 Bloom actually about to get taken down. There's so many low health bars on the side of Monkey Diff. They're going to have to reset before this Dragon, I feel like.
I mean, yeah. Monkey Diff and Tuesday both also... Oh.
Yeah, fight's continuing. Actually, that's going to be Tuesday being taken down. So it will be only 4 alive on the side of 200 Years. But this is a mandatory reset. There's no way they fight this with these health bars.
Oh, definitely. That's going to be the Dragon most likely picked up by Team 200 Years, unless we see some miracle hook or something coming out from hook resets. But otherwise, yeah, it will just be the soul delayed by Team 200 Years, and that's what they want to be doing. They want to, right now we're seeing that soul is definitely a win condition for the side of Monkey Flip. This Mountain Soul will definitely be nice for them to pick up. It'll amplify these resistances, because right now we're seeing some pretty crazy damage coming out from both this Evelyn and this Kennen, so any magic resistance this Jarvan can't hit. Well, I just noticed that we're seeing some lethality Jarvan, so I take
putting
that
the world on his shoulders. This Starflash putting the world on his team on his shoulders here with this build.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Trying to make the difference. But
he has
if you're
definitely been performing very well.
Yes, for sure. Definitely usually where he needs to be, despite one of those plays where he kind of went in and didn't get anything for it. Other than that, what a solid performance. But back to the Dragon for just a second. If you pick up that Dragon there as Monkey Flip, you then are on sole point for the rest of this match. you kind of have been losing your gold advantage. Now you're at a deficit. You lose this dragon. I feel like that's really not what you want to have happen if you're Monkey Flip.
Yeah, there's so much pressure that's so... Wow.
Yeah, Gen Sniper doing what he does here so far in the ALS end of season tournament. Absolutely popping off now on this
He
Evelyn.
is definitely showing us that even though he did have a bit of a rough early game, he can definitely still put out the damage. But anyway, yeah. I mean, Soul Point is such a strong...
Oh,
there's just
more
so much fighting. I can't.
I can't keep track of it. Yeah, well, he's trying to get out now.
Yeah.
Teleport's probably gonna come off in time. As the polymorph comes through, and it will. And he is gonna be stuck here behind enemy lines, trying now to get the speed up, movement speed. But that's gonna be the ultimate coming out from the 67 bloom, and that's 1,000 gold shutdown.
Yeah, I mean, 1,000 gold right in the Felix's pockets, and that's really who you. That's really who you want this gold. You want to get this gold, right? LeBlanc, while she does benefit a lot from having these items, I mean, she's been getting one-shot quite a bit, so you really just want this Felius to be able to put out that, to get that damage out, and you want him to be able to pick up this, some of this itemization. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, the Hexdrinker picked up, that's definitely going to be nice, you know? The, very slight shield won't, help him that much against the one-shotting, but at least he'll survive for a few extra seconds, I guess.
Flame Dab now putting on lots of damage on the Denji, and it's going to be the follow-up from his jungler, Star Flash, coming in with the Cataclysm. 1 for 0.
Yeah, great Cataclysm from Star Flash, just comes in there, uses that lethality Jarvan to a great extent, and just puts a lot of pressure onto Denji.
Keep an eye on Gen Sniper right here, though, because he's kind of behind enemy lines, unseen. There is a pink ward there in that river bush, but has not been spotted on it yet.
And, I mean, he's got a very good flank here.
Absolutely. I smell Death the Dark Flash.
Oh.
That's going to be an absolutely deleted from Summer's Rift. Loses most of his health bars at the time, but more on the backline. Zura's going to be zoning away 67 Bloom, and Hook Reset's going to be taken down. More of that DPS just coming out of Monkey Dip, as we've seen so often in this tournament.
Excuse me, sorry. But, yeah. I mean, that's just a great play from Gen Sniper.
67 Bloom, another 1,000 gold shutdown. This man now has the goal in his pockets, ladies and gentlemen. Takes down Gen Sniper to 1,000 gold bounties.
Yeah, and this is definitely, this will definitely be on the shoulders of 67 Bloom to, get that, you know, does have the Hexdrinker. Something he has the Ruinous Hurricane. We'll see him building into Death Stance, which is very nice. You know, there's quite a lot of burst coming up from this Evelyn and this Kennen, so it'll definitely help him survive to put out some more of this DPS that he doesn't need to keep getting out.
And Jakku, we have 40 more seconds now to this next dragon as well. This is gonna be, I cannot wait for this team fight. It's gonna break open.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be quite the fight, and I don't imagine any of these teams are gonna give up this Drake. You know, I don't see Monki Flip giving this up because this is what they need. This is their win condition, right? They need these dragons to start to have a way back into this game.
Look at where Denji is standing. He's on the flank. And they know what's going on here.
Definitely behind enemy lines.
Gen Sniper as well on the flank. Gonna get the Lulu ultimate and not gonna get the kill. Actually gonna just get killed himself, and that's really good for Monki Flip here. The fight is gonna continue. Zereth trying to do damage, but his health bar is getting absolutely destroyed. Look at that damage coming from 67 Bloom. That is those 1,000 gold shutdowns that you gave over. That is where the gold went. That is where the damage is, and this is gonna be Soul Point. Finally, for Monkey Dip.
And that's
never mind. Maybe Ping Sword's Baron.
Oh yeah, Baron is definitely the move here. You know, even though Gen Sniper will be up before you do finish it. I really don't think you can fight this right because Monkey Dip and Zerath are both dead. So you do have this Yasuo, even though he does have quite a bit of damage right now with the Phantom Dancer and the BF Sword. He isn't going to be able to fight this. So yeah, it'll just be Baron picked up by the Monkey Flip, and this is definitely quite the game we've got here.
And these two teams are really just so fun to watch play. We've seen the first two games did end up going towards 200 years, but Monki Flip saying they do not want to get swept in the group stage by this team.
What? Oh wow! What
I definitely missed what just happened there. So if you saw it,
we just saw Starflash just walk in there, show us why you bring this lethality Jarvan, and just one-shot Tuesday, Genji, and pick up the Dragon. So what I was gonna say, I was actually gonna compliment Team 200 Years on their play here after they see that Monki Flip does immediately go to this Baron. They quickly go grab this Drake, but no, Starflash is just there. Just thank you for the leash, and grabs both of the objectives.
Yeah, definitely the mid game here from like 10 to 20 minutes was mostly 200 Years coming back in the game, but past couple minutes is Monki Flip back with another push, trying to grab their first dub against 200 Years. Hook resets, finds himself surprised by Gen Sniper, but it's not going to actually matter. Look at the damage coming from 67 Blue.
This Aphelios is just running over the game. Wow.
Says, give me 2 1,000 gold shutdowns and give me your Nexus. He's coming for it.
Definitely. Now we see the Mob Memorias picked up as well. You know, this is the value of this defensive itemization, right? When you're ahead, you can afford to go for something like this mob, which even though it doesn't give most attack damage, this magic resist, the lifeline passive will help keep them alive. Especially with these double buffs, especially with this after he does pick up this Death Dance, he's basically just gonna be doing so much damage and surviving so much of this burst that is gonna be coming out from Gen Sniper. And especially if they are able to pick up this last Mountain Drake and get the soul.
Yeah, just 3 minutes on that last Dragon timer. A little bit of time for 200 Years to try to get themselves into a position to contest that objective, but definitely all the momentum now is in the hands of Team Monki Flip as they are going to be resetting and spending all kinds of gold.
And I think the way we see the way that we can see Team 200 Years get back into this game is it's basically just going to be find Monki Flip, like catch them off guard, right? Wait for this, see if this Aphelios ever does end up being alone. But we're already seeing Monki Flip know that this is the only way for Team 200 Years to get back in this game. And they're just playing so much around 67 Bloom. Like, they're never leaving him alone. If he does ever go into a side lane and pick up farm, Hook Resets is right there with him, and Starflash is flanking. Like, that's how they managed to pick up that kill onto Gen Sniper recently, right? It was just Gen Sniper doesn't expect that basically all of the team is here to save this Aphelios.
Yeah, we do see Starflash a little deep in the jungle here, but it's got the vision control, got the GA also in his pocket. Going to be extra safe there on those engages if they do find an opportunity. Just make it that much harder here for Team 200 Years.
And we already see the top inhibitor has been taken down from that push, and we're seeing, I believe, this bot lane tier 2 will be picked up, leaving Ascent. Basically, this Baron push was very successful. You know, they picked up the inhibitor. They did manage to take down all of the turrets except for the Nexus and 2 inhibitor turrets. So this is very just great plays all around. But Monki Flip has been pulling out the edge with that Baron.
And Monki Flip just needs to play a little patient here. They got a pretty big super minion wave coming in the top side. Need to wait for a little bit more, maybe for that to really start pushing into the base. 200 Years, especially with this wind wall. But the engage might actually be coming through. Cataclysm is not going to hit, but the re-engage coming now from 200 Years. Health bars are actually getting dismantled from the side of Monki Flip, but there's so much going on, it's actually hard to see exactly who's winning this. It's pretty even. It's going to end up being a 2-for-0, but those health bars were very, very, very close to being dropped on Team Monki Flip, and they're going to have to retreat here and reset. And this is what I was saying, they probably should have just waited one more wave before trying to push this turret down for that wave top lane.
And 67 Bloom gets so low, but he just stays alive for that fight for so long. He is able to use the Severum and Infernum combo so efficiently and just survive all of that burst. And I mean, look at the Evelyn build, right? Does pick up that Banshee build, does have that Death Cap, but we're seeing absolutely zero. Aside from boots, there's basically zero magic penetration on her. And then look at there's a 50 magic resist from the Malama Mortius, another 30 from the Death Stance. This Aphelios is not going to be taking much damage from this Evelyn now, because Gen Sniper hasn't itemized into the Banshee's Veil, hasn't picked up the Oblivion Orb. Apart from the 18 magic penetration that you do get from the Sorcerer Shoes, she's not going to. This Evelyn is not going to be able to stop any of this. Is not going to be able to reduce any of the magic resist that this Aphelios does have.
Your 200 years, you're definitely wishing you maybe had gotten a little bit more done on that engaged bot lane. Picked up a couple kills, maybe contested the soul, but that's now in the pockets of Monkey Diff, and now you gotta contest this Baron and stopping him down in soul.
Yeah, I mean you've already got Mountain Soul, so that's even more magic resist on a pillow. So I understand the reasoning behind going Banshee though, right? There's a lot of CC that you do need to prevent this polymorph from being so disastrous, even though MC Shady is pretty far behind. All they need to do is just put down the polymorph, and you are just gonna get destroyed. But I would have just
Star Flash. Gonna just find out he's in the wrong spot. The perfect time. Gonna force Gen Sniper's ult out, and Gen Sniper now in a little bit of a bad spot. Gonna end up surviving Flame Dab's attempt. So at the end of the day, not much gonna happen, but Star Flash almost found himself in a very bad spot there.
I mean, yeah, the last corruption will be forced out along in exchange for the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm. Ooh.
Flame Dab doing his best to keep the members of 200 years. Oh, the engage now coming in. Genji all by himself though in this team. But the help from his team now is coming. Xurth with a huge ultimate on the cannon, but the health bars are just not giving out just yet. The Mountain Soul's proving too much damage, or too much shielding, too much damage coming from 67 Bloom. Triple kill picked up. 5 dead, complete team ace, and that is probably going to be the game here for Monkey Diff. Monkey Flip, excuse me.
I mean, Monkey Flip just shows you, you guys have the cool 200 years name, but we've got the champion. And I mean, the shielding from this Lulu and just the Severum Moonlight Vigil comes out, and 67 Bloom just says, "I'm back at full HP. Sorry." I mean, yeah, that's gonna be the
Diff. Monkey Flip. I'll get it right one of these times. Monkey Flip.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully both teams will be moving out of the group. Hopefully, so we'll have a few more chances to get it right.
Absolutely.
I mean, a huge stopwatch from 67 Bloom does keep him alive in time for the Lulu ultimate to come out, and just survives very long.
This was honestly a crazy game to watch. Because, like, at the very beginning, we saw the roams from poke resets and Star Flash to the mid lane. Star Flash always being in the right place. Pretty much, there's only one time, I think, in this game where he was actually in the wrong place and ended up paying for it. He was doing such a good job, always in the right place for his team. And then you see 200 years coming back. And it was like, you think, all right, maybe this is where 200 years, they're undefeated. They've been looking so strong. They're going to take this game over. False. 2 1,000 gold shutdowns on the 67 Bloom. Gets him kicking, gets him going. And throw a Mountain Soul on top of that with an inhibitor, and it's ended up being too much.
I mean, yeah, we just see 67 Bloom popping off so hard in this game. Using this comp just becomes protect the Aphelios, right? And he has just so much healing. The Lulu ultimate, the Lulu shielding, the Severum ultimate, just Severum being a fun gun. I mean, those buffs really, yeah, just yeah. I mean. Aphelios showing us that he is still definitely a champion, and 67 Bloom showing us that Monkey Diff is not as strong.
Monkey Diff is not Monkey Diff or Monkey Flip.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, 67 Bloom showing us that Monkey Diff is not the only strong AD carry in this group.
And really, this is a huge statement game here for Monkey Flip, because This game was not really for anything. Team 200 Years has already locked in their first seed out of this group. Even if Monki Flip is able to tie at four wins, they lost the best of 3 with 200 Years. So Team 200 Years is going to get the first seed out of this group. But this is a statement game for these teams have to face in knockouts or in the finals at some point. Monki Flip is going to feel much better being 1 and 2 against his team instead of being completely swept in the group stage.
Definitely, I think we can just. I mean, none of these. There's no real like Oh no, there's no one who like lost the game here, right? Everybody played very well, and I think it was just in the end 67 Bloom being able to use his Aphelios to his full extent, having that very clutch stopwatch at the end in the Baron fight, and just staying alive.
Yeah, definitely congratulations here to Monki Flip picking up the first win against Team 200 Years. We are going to take a short break, and we will be back with the next game of the day. 2 more games to go. Next game will be Ionia versus Team 200 Years. We'll be running it back, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back in a few minutes with that game.
See you later.